we swiped, we
did.
matched.
I love it. It's a we. Like, you're in this with
I
me.
am with
You can
you.
go on a date with me.
You keep bringing it back to the threesome, right? Right. It's not me.
Yes.
Ah.
Welcome back to
Welcome back.
another episode of From Mrs. to Ms.
We are so excited you guys are here with us on our fourth episode. I mean, we're going to stop counting eventually.
But it's fun for now.
We're super excited. I'm Andrea Knoche.
And I'm Katie LeBlanc, and we're here with a new episode. Did we already say that?
Yes, we
Okay.
did. So,
Andrea,
yes.
how was your week?
It was good. It was good. Yeah. Oh, I had a girls trip.
You did.
I
That's
did,
right.
and that was fun.
Okay, tell me
fun.
about it.
Well, it's kind of, there's 5 of us, and it's fun. We just kind of hang out. We go to happy hour. We do salsa lessons. We did that.
You did?
We've done some hip hop lessons. I know. That was a little like,
Wait,
I was like, what?
On your trip? Or just
No.
with these ladies?
Yeah, just with
Oh,
these
okay,
ladies.
these are your girls that you do all that stuff with.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun.
We try to find stuff that's just really fun and adventurous and, things that are new to all of us.
I love
so
that.
it's been really cool and I love it. So we went to Santa Barbara.
Oh, I love Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it's fun. They're all married but me.
Wow.
I know. It's good and bad because I feel safe with all of them. But it's also, it's a little weird because we don't have the same experiences. Like when
Right.
we walk into a place, I might be scanning
eye
the
on
room
the-
for something a little different than they are. So that's a little bit
Interesting.
It's fun though. It was a good time. We hung out on State Street. We had some amazing dinners, some wine. We had a little Airbnb. We hung out. We watched our episode
You
together.
did.
Yes, they loved it. They were just so excited for
They're
us.
so
and
proud
how
of
this-
you.
Yeah,
Aw,
it was good.
that's
It
so
was
fun.
good.
That's
So, Katie.
So,
Let's just remind everybody that last week we did a little swiping episode.
Oh,
and when we did this, we matched Katie with 2 really cute little hotties. They were cute. We were
still
so
are
excited.
cute.
If you guys were watching and listening, that was genuine excitement
Yes.
because I don't know that we were expecting you to match like that, and it just did, which
What are
was
you
really
saying?
awesome. No, let me. That's good.
I knew what she meant.
I don't know what I meant
Look
by
at
that. I
Wow.
was like shocked that anybody matched with her.
What is going on?
No, I don't doubt it for a minute because you're such a cutie patootie. Look at
stop.
you.
Look
I
at
know.
you.
I know. So it was super fun because we swiped, we
did.
matched.
I love it. It's a we. Like, you're in this with
I
me.
am with
you can
you.
go on a date with me.
You keep
Please.
bringing it back to the threesome, right? Right. It's not me.
Come on, help a girl out.
No, it was super fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. And so tell us, okay, let's go through it. So you matched.
Yes.
Did you reach out?
Yes.
Yes!
I did. I
Within
did.
24 hours, just a reminder, she was on
Yes.
Bumble, so she had 24 hours to reach out.
Correct.
But then once you reach out, they only have 24 hours. So the real question is, did they respond?
Yes.
Yay!
That's all I have to say, right?
That's all you have to say? So, like, what happened? Were you, like, chatting? You guys have been chatting,
We've
learning
been chatting.
about each other?
I've been chatting with both of them a little bit.
Getting to know them. Are they
Yeah.
asking good questions?
Yeah.
Yes. And you're
I feel
kinda-
like I'm really bad at it. So,
Really?
Yeah, but it's been fine. It's been
Okay.
good.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
that. So
they
just kinda
both
get-
are.
I mean, I'm not talking to them.
I lost my train. They're both
both-
good conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So, begs my next question. Where are we headed now, Katie? Are we going on a date? Have they mentioned anything about coffee?
No, but
Miniature
I
golf?
think it's good. Actually, remember how we had said that it's kind of good to meet or sometimes meet sooner than later, and you kind of know. But like right now, I'm just chatting with both
Well,
of
it's
them.
only been a week, so I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. Now, are you chatting like every day, or is it kind of no? Okay, and that's okay.
But it hasn't. Neither one's fizzled out.
Okay,
so that's good,
I like
right?
That.
That's
Yep,
good.
I like that.
That's good.
Okay, so I guess. Okay, here's my question for you.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so
we love
let's
Andrea's questions for me.
let's say this date is coming up, right? So
Well, which one?
I don't know. Fred.
Fred.
Fred. Okay, so let's say he reaches out. He wants to do a little meet and greet with you. Okay, I love it. You guys, this is like really a first legit date for you. I mean, you've gone on a couple of other dates,
yes.
right? But they were kind of...
It's been a while.
It's been a while, even since those. Yeah. So let's say this is almost like your first date coming back. Or for, people are watching that haven't gone out on their first date. Let's kind of give them an idea of what that's like. What is your pre-date routine?
Pre-date routine. Well, I probably would pick out my outfit like the day before.
Cute.
Maybe, right?
I like that. Okay, let's talk about that. What kind of outfit are we doing? Are we doing a little sexy?
It's a meet and greet. I don't want to be too sexy.
Turtleneck?
Turtleneck.
Okay, just
no.
checking.
Like I would probably just do. I'd do like a pair of jeans and a cute shirt.
I like it.
I could do heels because I am shorter, so I could dress it up, but still kind of casual.
I like that.
I think I did wear heels for 2 of my 3 meet and greets.
Okay. Well, but you look super cute now, and you looked great in the last episode too. That was totally
we really did. We were like, that was a date night.
Date night outfit.
We should have gone out.
Yeah, we should have.
We got tonight.
Yeah, we should. So that was really good. Okay,
approve.
So you're doing the outfit. So what's your grooming routine?
Grooming routine. I was going to actually say that I would do like women who, like, when you're showering, sometimes you have like that 2-minute shower. You're like in and out. And then like you have that really long shower every once in a while, but it's like head to toe. Like it's hair wash day. It's shave your leg day. It is everything day.
So do you shave your legs? I mean, I don't mean in general.
Sometimes, occasionally.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people maybe on a first date because they're trying to do
I would shave my leg just like if I'm going to go out for happy hour.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, I would just say like if you're trying to deter from maybe going to third base, which is below the belt, and I'm not saying right below the belt. It could be like your legs and stuff, So are you kind of like... Because if they go up your leg and it's a little prickly, I think they'd be like, okay, we're not going any further.
Oh,
yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Oh,
so is that the tip to give?
Is it a tip for
if
like
you
to
want
keep him or
keep him at bay?
Keep yourself?
Both.
Okay, keep yourself honest. Like no.
Yeah.
I feel like you might need that. Andrew's like, I'm not shaving my legs a day because
this ain't happening.
No one's getting frisky.
No.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting tip, Andrea.
Thanks. I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box of what I would probably do if it was my very first date. But I didn't know what I was doing on my first date.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, that's why you're going.
Well, I've got to be asked first.
Oh, yeah.
I already had to reach out first, so...
I thought you were already going.
I'll just sit here and I'll wait.
Well, as long as it's a good date and not a bad date. Have you had some bad dates out of the 3 you've had?
I do have a story, and it wasn't...
I love story
time. I don't even think
Katie.
It was really a bad date, but you guys can be the judge, okay?
Let's hear it.
It was just... Okay. I'll just tell the story. So this would have been meet and greet.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay.
Okay. So this was still a while back. And I don't even remember his name. And that I remember the first guy's name. I do remember that. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
But I do remember the first guy.
Okay.
Second guy.
We'll call him Bob.
Don't remember Bob's name.
Okay.
And it was very much similar to like the first one. We chatted for a little bit. He asked me out and we met and at a bar again.
So maybe that's where you change it up for next time. Suggest something else.
But not even just at a there's nothing wrong with meeting at the bar, but we sat at the bar. We have discussed this. I'd rather be at the booth or the table, even if it's at the bar. Like you want to be at the
I love the bar. I find it sexy, flirty. I like the banter. I like the what's up.
And I think I would like that on maybe like date 2 or date 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so he's already sitting at the bar when I walk in again, and he's got his mask on. Now, this was back... he shouldn't have had the mask on still at this
2022.
Point. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
He had a mask on. Now, he did take it off, I think. So when if I remember correctly, like he took it off him. Yeah, he had to have had his mask off. But I remember his mask being on, and I was like, that was kind of like a... Well, is that...
Yeah, just a little odd.
Okay, so...
Now.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, immediately upon that, I was like, this... is almost to the point where, like, at least the first date.
You wanted to beeline for the door?
Yeah, and I was like, the first date, we had a drink.
Okay.
And we had a pizza.
Okay.
And I was okay. Like, it was a good conversation.
Yeah.
The second one, I was like, I might just order a water. In my head, I was like, this is just probably going to be...
drink fast
but
and
then
get
I
out.
start, like, thinking, is that rude? Like, is that a sure sign? Like,
So you're not interested.
that I was just like, so I literally ordered, I guess I just literally, I literally, so I ordered a drink, and this has been so long, so
Yeah.
it's hard to recollect all this. Okay, so we're sitting there. He had an accent. Don't ask me
What kind of
what
accent?
it
Okay.
was, because European. It was a European accent, but it wasn't Italian. What? It's a red flag. You're gonna pull the. She's reaching slowly for her red flag.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're okay?
Continue.
Okay.
I'll save it. Continue.
All right. So he was a little harder to understand,
Okay.
but enough to where I did have to listen a little closer. So that was a little.
I think that was intentional. He was
Oh,
like,
he wanted me to lean in.
"Oh, I don't understand."
He wasn't British.
And then I would love a British guy.
I would too.
I wanted to talk British. I would totally talk British with him. I'd be like,
Do you ever find yourself
on
when you're
Andrea.
talking to somebody with an accent that you
You do it.
and you're like,
I got to go to the loo. Right? That's what I would say.
and then you feel like you're making fun of him, but you're not. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's-
anyway, we digress.
It's a cool accent.
It is a cool accent.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
it.
Go on.
So I don't even remember the conversation. It wasn't horrible, but he was a smart guy. He was I think a civil engineer. Really
Oh,
nice.
Okay. So wait, you don't remember his name,
But I
do
do
remember he's a civil engineer.
My stepdad was a civil engineer, so
okay.
there was something, or still is.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
so there's a I
Connection.
can remember.
Okay.
That's why I
Give me
remember. I don't know his name.
Okay.
Good old Bob.
Bob.
And we just literally had one drink. And then
Okay.
it was like, I know what it was too. So we started talking. I think Top Gun Maverick must have been just out, because I think that's the movie we
movie.
were talking. That came up in topic. And I was like, I love the original. And I hadn't
Yes.
seen the second one yet. So we were talking about that. And he took that opportunity to be like,
Do you wanna
so
go
you
to
want to
the
go
movie?"
right after that? There's probably a showing, at the theater right there. And I was like, I didn't think this through. Because I was like,
You're
I
prepared.
absolutely don't want to go to this. That's what
Now,
I'm thinking in my
because-
head.
because you weren't
no
interested?
connection.
Okay.
And I was like, I'd rather go see it by myself or
Yeah.
with someone else, or I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I was like, so I'm very quickly trying to figure out what I'm supposed to say. And I think I just gave him some excuse. And I was like, I've got plans.
Didn't it work?
And it did, but I think he knew.
Yeah.
I think he knew that I didn't have plans, and it was just really awkward, and
Okay.
I just wanted to leave. So I don't know if I would say bad, but
Yeah.
definitely boring. The first
What's
one was,
worse?
even though there was still no chemistry in the first one,
Okay.
it was kind of enjoyable,
Yeah.
talking to somebody and meeting somebody new. But the second
Yeah.
one, it was just
Not for you.
just a little bit boring.
Yeah.
I feel like there was more to that, but
But it wasn't.
we
It
are.
was,
No, it was just- that was
just
it.
boring.
and then
And then you left.
And I
you didn't
texted
talk
my code word, my safe word. Going home, guys. 2 for 2.
Bazooka
Or 0 for 2, I should
You have
say.
to change the code word because
Yeah,
we said
the
it.
code word will. Well, maybe you can help me with my code word for the next one.
Oh.
If
Okay. If there's
one.
next one with our
let me know.
suitors.
What were their names? I'm bad with names.
I know. I'm Fred and Anthony.
Oh, we're saying them.
Oh.
Bleep her out. Bleep her saying those names out.
We've already said them.
No, we did. Oh, we did.
It's okay.
I was trying to give some guys privacy. Man. So
Okay.
I need to hear all about your bad date.
Oh.
And wait, have you only had one bad date?
No. But I'm only going to tell you about one.
Okay.
I'll save some for later. So this one, I think it was just bad because it was just bad. It didn't start out bad. So we met, I want to say, probably Bumble. We met. He was cute, and he was like 6'1". He was an attorney. That was attractive, He was intelligent. I like that. So I was super excited to go out with him. We went out. We had our first date. We actually we chatted before going out. We talked and whatever, all kinds of different conversation. He asked me if I wanted to have dinner, so I did. I didn't just do a meet and greet. I actually went to dinner. I felt like we had talked enough.
Okay.
And so that's kind of for everybody to decide, right? If you feel like you know them enough and you've talked enough that you want to actually just full on go.
Yeah,
for the
you can
dinner.
call it a date. You go for it.
All right. Yeah. It was a date.
Okay.
It was a date. Anyway, so I walked into the restaurant. I immediately saw him because he looked like his picture.
Good.
Yay, that was a good start. And so we sat down. We had great conversation. The dinner was going really well. We had a lot of good conversation, actually. We had some wine, all that good stuff. And then I had to get up early the next day, so we kind of called that short, not for any other reason than that, because I had to get up early. So I went home, and a really good tip for any men listening out there.
A good tip. Oh, for the man.
For the man is a woman loves when you text her when she gets home to make sure she made it home okay.
That is true. That's sweet.
It's very sweet. It's a very sweet. It means they genuinely care about your well-being. They want to make sure you got home okay. But I also think it's just a good follow-up to be like, hey, I had a great night. Yeah, it was great meeting you. We had a great night. Glad you made it home okay. So he did that.
Okay.
I know. So I was very excited. So I got home. I really liked him. It was a good date. He texted me and said, hey, just wanted to let you know I had a really fun time with you tonight. It was great getting to know you. Want to make sure you made it home okay. And if you're interested, I would love to see you again. Beautiful, right?
Her bad date.
Wait, it gets better. So then he said at the end of it, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then he says, have a good night, Kat. Kat?
Her name's not Kat.
Andrea. I'm like, okay, wait a second. And I'm trying to replay the night. Is there something I said that made him think my name was Kat? Is this a nickname he's giving me without even telling me? I don't know. Did I lick myself during dinner? Did I purr? Did I talk about my 9 lives? I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm Kat. Okay, but I liked him, so I'm willing to overlook the wrong name.
Didn't correct him.
No.
You owned it. I am Kat.
Because honestly, at that moment, I thought it was on me. Like, I thought,
on you.
Like, I must have said, maybe, did I introduce, and he heard Kat? I don't know.
Andrea?
Yeah.
Kat?
I know, it makes no sense. Maybe if he'd called me Angela, this would... Red flag. She's waving the red flag at this one very quickly. But, okay,
Andrea she's like, no, you call me Kat.
I know.
Whatever
I
you want.
answer whatever. My dad would say, just don't call me late for dinner. He would say that.
That's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke. Anyway, so I was totally down with it because honestly, we were just talking about this, that I was dating a lot in the beginning. And maybe a lot of you can relate to this, not because I wanted to go on a lot of dates and just, constantly be meeting new men. I wasn't okay sitting with myself yet. I wasn't okay sitting in silence and being single. I don't have my kids at home. It's just me. So it was, in that phase. Yeah, it was a little bit lonely. And it was like, would I rather just meet somebody new and go out with them, than just sit at home? So I was kind of in that place. But I genuinely liked him too. So I was in that, do I, don't I, don't I?
Okay.
So I decided.
And you had a good time.
Had a good time. So I responded, said, sure, I'd love to go out again.
Call me Kat.
So a few days later, he reaches out again and he asks if I want to come to the rooftop pool at his condo on Saturday, and that may sound a little red flaggish, but it was the rooftop pool. Okay. It wasn't like
you're not going into
his shower or something, right?
I'm just like not even going to his door. You're like talking to his shower. He didn't invite me in the shower yet.
Yeah. So it was just a rooftop pool fun day, right? So I was like, sure, why not? So I brought some snacks. I got there. He had snacks. He had a little cooler already. It was very cute. It was very sweet. He had some wine in there, drinks, all that stuff. So we go up to the rooftop. We are going into the pool area, and you have to sign in. Your guest.
Okay.
So immediately, I have not addressed the cat situation yet. So immediately, we go in the door, and I peek to see what he's writing down.
You're prepared to be looking. Like you're
because at this point, I don't think he knows my name.
Well, I don't think he does either.
So surprise. So I'm looking. He signs me in as Kat.
With a K or a C?
A C.
So you're Kat.
I'm Kat.
You're not even Catherine, and he shortened it.
Yep. I could understand if he put Angela.
Yeah.
Right? Andrea. If he called me Andrea, that would make sense. Kat, I don't know where that came from at all. Okay, so I'm still going on the date. We're still going. I want to go to the pool now. So we go in.
Like, I am here.
I'm here. So we go in. We sit at the pool. We sit down in our seats and everything, and we got our drinks out. I don't know what happened between date 1 and date 2. There was zero connection, zero conversation. We had nothing. It was like dead silence.
Like crickets.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in my head, I was having more fun in my head trying to figure out how he came up with
Thinks that
Cat.
my name is Cat.
Yes, and that's all I could
We're at a
think
pool
about.
not
I'm like,
talking.
where did this come from?
You just come out and ask him?
No, because honestly, it was more fun than the date, trying to figure it out and to see how long he would keep calling me Cat for. But he was a little odd. So we went to go in the pool, and he took his shirt off. Oh, gosh, how am I gonna say that? He had chest hair, which is fine. I like chest hair. Usually on like an older man, I think it's very sexy. Maybe a little bit younger, maybe not. But it's fine either way. These were extremely long hairs. It was
thick. Like I'm trying to get the mental.
Thick, intertwined, long. I don't know. It was
Longer
enough that I was like, what the? Like that. I didn't know what it was. And then when we go in the pool, think about it now as he comes out, they are like straggled across his chest because they're so long. Wow. And so this was a complete turnoff for me. I mean, between the wrinkly hands, the T-Rex arms, if you watch the first episode, and this mega long chest hair. I'm not in for that, right? So I'm already...
But she's not turned off by the wrong name, called the wrong name.
Correct. Right now, that's the best part of the date. So we get in the pool, and then, he had an odd thing about him. He almost liked to sneak up on you. No. And I'm sitting in the pool. I'm just chilling. The pool's not packed. There's like a good amount of people. We're all just kind of chilling. And it says he would like go underwater and then pop up and be like, hello. Like, and so I'm like, whoa, like, oh my God.
Genuinely scared. You're like,
oh, genuinely. I didn't see him coming. I don't know. He lassoed me with his chest hair.
It's long enough.
No, he came up and he's like, hello. Yeah, really fast. And so it was just one weird thing after the other. This was going so south. I mean, there was nowhere to go from here.
No.
Except to dinner.
Cat, stop it. You're kidding.
Oh, no. So he had already planned this. He already had reservations for dinner. So here's a good question.
This is not a bad date. This is Andrea's idea.
This is a bad date in my books.
No,
it sounds fun, but it was bad. He already planned dinner. He already had reservations.
Okay.
The time we brought I brought extra clothes to go back and change.
Thought out. It was
So what do you do then? If the first part of the date doesn't go well, do you go?
And you already had a date before.
We've already had one
that's
date.
tough.
Yes. Now we've gone on the second date where he doesn't know that he's calling me by the wrong name.
Or
he doesn't know that I don't like the chest hair or his weird quirkiness. And so he now has this whole plan for dinner.
That's
so you kind of go, right?
Yeah,
you suck it up, and you hope that it's going to go better.
Yeah. And you liked him.
I liked him before.
Night
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was great. He took me to a wonderful restaurant. It was very nice. Not much conversation. It was awkward. It was very awkward. And I knew that we were not going to go out again. I don't know where it went so wrong. There was just not much talking. And all I'm thinking is, this guy's an attorney. Like, how does this
went wrong
closing
for him
statement go?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Because he had nothing to say, nothing to really talk about. It was fine. It was fine. So anyways, that's not the end of it. So we have dinner, and then, we leave. He walks to my car. We do the obligatory kiss because I turned.
Okay, right.
If you're not you're not watching us, he came in for the kiss, and I turned.
She's dodging it.
I
She's
did.
Swerving it.
I did. So I got the kiss on the cheek. I said, thank you very much. It was a wonderful time. I went home. I still have not told him my name's not Kat. I know. And so it felt really weird. And so then when I got home, he called this time to make sure I got home okay. So now I thought, I'm not going to see him again. I have to know. We have to know why he's calling me Kat. So I basically said, hey, thank you for tonight. It was a fun time. I didn't say I wasn't going to see him again. I just let that go at the moment. And then I said, so let me ask you something. You kept calling me Kat tonight. Why? And he said, well, when I called your voicemail the other day, that was what was on your voicemail. You were like, hi, this is Kat. Leave a message. I think he called the wrong girl. I don't think he was, I don't think he was talking to me. No.
He's probably swiping on
a lot of women and doesn't know who he's really with or not. But couldn't he look at my profile and see my name was Andrea? I mean, I'm not joking here. He called me Kat the whole time.
He wrote down Kat?
He wrote down Kat. Yes. So that was his answer. And I'm just thinking, is it worth it for me to get into it with
Not
him
if
on
you're-
this. Yeah, and I was just like, huh, okay. Well, thank you.
Did he
Have a
say
good
what's your
night.
name? Or did you already
No.
say?
He
didn't
just
say-
left it at that. Yeah. So he just left it at that. Another red flag up in the air. So after that, we're done. I didn't reach out. I did.
Okay.
I hate to say ghosting. I kind of ghosted him because he did text me.
Oh, he
and then,
did?
Yeah, and I didn't say anything. And then like 2 weeks later, I got a random text from him just with the little hey sign, the little hand waving.
Just
hey,
kinda seeing.
Again, I ignored it. Then 2 weeks later after that, I get a selfie of him on vacation somewhere. I think he was on a boat. I don't know why he'd think to send it to me. We haven't talked. This is almost a month now. We haven't talked. And he sent me the selfie, and then he put after, would love to see you again. And so,
Cat.
so I responded very politely, and I said, hey, I appreciate you reaching out. Fun picture. Thank you for contacting me. But honestly, I just didn't feel any connection with you. And I don't feel that another date would behoove both of us in any way. I wish you the best. Sincerely, Kat.
Did you sign a cat?
Yes, I
For
did.
you.
And that was
And
it.
you didn't ghost him. That was
I didn't ghost him. Well, I don't think he was giving me the opportunity to ghost
you had to. Well,
because he came back
Yeah.
3 times.
like,
Because a cat
I
has
love that
9
you signed
lives,
it, Cat.
baby.
That's right. That's right.
I had 9 lives with him. Yeah, just
Wow.
not the best date after all.
It had potential.
It did, the first date.
There's a couple red flags in there, but
Yeah.
the first date was.
Yeah, I
Man.
know. A little bit disappointing, but it's okay.
You win
It's
some, you
okay.
lose some.
That's right. I know. Go on from there.
Start swiping.
Start again. Oh my gosh. So that's our bad date stories. So let's talk about pop-in questions.
Oh, we got a pop-in question.
Yes,
That's right, because we
yes.
polled the audience again. We polled you guys out there.
Yes.
And it's funny because we got a ton of questions, but we've got this one multiple times, and it ties in.
Okay. What is it?
Kind of like what I got to pull it up because I am bad about that. But the question is what's the best way to get out of a bad date?
Oh my God. This
And
could
we were
not be-
talking about that.
Yeah, so it seems very appropriate.
So I was like, this is the one we've got to do.
That's right. You just don't tell him your real name. That's all.
That's right. That's right.
No, I don't know.
Because I stumbled. I was like, I didn't think
Yes.
it through. So I think if you think you have that out ahead of time, or maybe even make plans. I think I had somebody recommend that recently, and we were talking about this, is
That's
you
right.
just, if you're going to meet for coffee, you make a plan with somebody else like right after
But
that.
I don't think you actually make it, right?
You can.
Okay.
think it
Or
is-
you just,
that person knows
in
you're
your
kind of like on
mind, you know that
standby.
you have a date planned.
Right.
So then
In
you
your
kind of
head.
say at the end of the date, oh, I can't. I've got plans to go
Yes.
here. That way, if you do like them,
Right.
you're not really ditching somebody else. You're just ditching the fake
Well,
plan.
that would be what I would think to get out of a bad date
Really?
and not just be like I kind of did say that though. Like I was like, oh, I've got plans, but it was like I wanted to be more prepared.
Yeah.
So do you have any tips?
Gosh, I would probably do the whole thing where your friend calls you and you have it set up and then
Like pre-plan?
Yes, where I would say, "Hey, if this date, if it's not going well, I want you to call me around 7:30 and then, say something and I'll give you like a code sign if it's going well."
Oh, see, a code.
Yeah, a code.
Love those
And
codes.
so I would have them call up, and then if it's not going well, I would kind of do the whole, "Oh, something bad happened? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I'll be right home," kind of thing.
Have you tried this?
No.
Do you think they know? Like when I told that guy, when he asked, I was like, oh, sorry, I've got plans to meet somebody after this.
I think you knew because honestly, if you're going on a date, why would you make plans with somebody else after?
Well, that's what we're
That's
saying.
not
That was my
realistic to me.
tip.
Yeah.
But if you're just meeting for coffee, like, oh, I've got
But
plans.
you weren't. You were meeting at the bar.
Yeah,
It-
that's
with
true.
intentions of having some drinks, which means a little bit more time. And then you're going to be like, okay.
So he knew.
Yeah. I would think so. Don't you?
Would they know with that phone call with your tip?
Yeah, totally. I think
So we need some tips.
we need some
on-
tips. Give us some ideas on how to get out of a
where
bad
they might
date.
not know, or do they always know it's an excuse? Is there a way to end a bad date?
Do you think it's okay just to be honest?
I think you can, but I think that's hard to do when you're sitting there. It couldn't.
In the
It might
moment.
be easier to do
Well, you don't want to hurt
later.
their feelings.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt their feelings, and sometimes it's easier to send that text, like you're saying, like, "Hey, I'm just not feeling it."
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Yeah, I think it's hard to be. I think honesty is always the best policy, but when you don't know someone that well, you don't know how they're going to react.
Right.
You don't know them that well. I don't know.
Not
I
at
say
all.
maybe just do it.
Do the other two
Find a way to
things.
get out of it.
Yeah, I
And
usually
then-
finish out the date, and then I'll go home and I'll usually follow up with a text and say, something like, "Hey, I had a really great time with you. I just don't feel the
Right.
chemistry, but I hope you find what you're looking for."
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that because either you match or you don't.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that just because you go on the date that you have to go on another date. It
That's
doesn't mean
right.
you have to do things with them you don't want to do. Do you think that these men sit at home and talk about us this way and think we're bad dates? Do you think you're a bad date?
I mean, I think they're sitting around talking about their dates, kind of like we are, right? Maybe not.
I don't know. I would love to know. We need to have a man on
We
here.
need to have a man on
I
here.
want to know what a man thinks after a date. Does he think about, oh, I should follow up with her? Does he think like, oh,
a
that was
walking
bad?
red flag?
Is he a walking red flag?
Or no, do they
Oh,
think
he's-
we're a walking red
Oh.
flag? Are you what are your red flags? Do you have any?
Nope.
No.
Not a
Practically
one.
Perfect.
I'm a 10.
I love that. Absolutely we are.
Oh my gosh. But
No red flags?
Yes, definitely. I have red flags. But like I said, I've come a long way. I mean, I used to be very anxious and impatient, and I was like the triple texter. Like I
There's
would
your
do
red
that
flag.
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
That's okay though. You
Yeah,
learn.
but I've learned.
Okay.
I've become more patient. I've grown a little bit.
There's a whole episode on red flags. I
I
like how we do
know.
this. We're like, we talk about something. We're like,
And then we
that's
find a
an
whole
episode.
to tell you about.
That's an episode.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have this fun game. Our producers Amanda and Anya have figured out a fun game for us called What's the Move? We played this on the first or second episode. I think
Before?
yes, we played it before. It was a lot of fun. So they are basically doing a what if, and we have not seen what these what ifs are. So it's a total surprise to us. And so we're going to see the first one. Okay, so what's your move? What if he goes in for a kiss at the end of the night and has really bad breath?
I'd offer him a mint.
You would?
No.
I would like plug my nose
Right.
and go in. No,
I would swerve. Like you've swerved a
I've
couple,
swerved
right?
before.
Oh, that's a good one.
I probably wouldn't swerve because
Yeah.
why
Why would you
we've
swerve?
had bad breath?
Yeah, but you've swerved on other things.
Well, because he was calling me the wrong name and he had major long Chewbacca chest hair. What was I going to
That is
do?
true.
Yeah,
Bad
I don't
breath.
know. I would probably just go with it and make note for next time.
You offer him a piece of gum at the next
I'd
date.
show up with breath mints or, yeah.
You know, I've always
Listerine.
heard that if you're offered a piece of gum or a mint, you
There's a
take
reason
it
why.
because it's a nice way of saying, like, if you're
Oh.
offered it, take it.
Oh,
Not
no,
horrible.
I'm going to think about
But
that.
then also people are like just being nice because they're
Yeah,
chewing a piece
gum
of
and they're like, want a piece?
but just take the piece of gum.
Fine. Next. What
He
if he
doesn't
doesn't offer
offer
to
to
pay
pay.
the bill?
That's a tough one. Because like I feel like on my meet and greets, like I will pay
Did
my
you?
half. I did on one.
Oh. So my take on it is I think it's very chivalrous for a
I
man to pay.
absolutely will
I don't care
let
about the
them.
whole feminism thing. I'd like a man to be a man.
I agree.
And I'm not just saying that because I want them to pay the bill. I just,
Not cheap.
No.
You just-
yeah, and I'll usually I'll go
You reach for the purse thing. Do you
I
do that?
go, "Can I help you with that?" And then they almost always go,
No, I got it.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure you have a credit card just in case.
in case they
there's the ones
don't.
that go, "Oh, sure, if you don't mind."
I just feel like if I'm just like meeting somebody, like it's not really a date in my eyes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'll split it.
I agree with that. If it's a meet and
but
greet,
if it's a
I mean,
date,
it's a date.
I want. Yeah, I
I
think
think it's
it should
sexy.
Be.
I don't expect it like forever.
Right.
Like just a few times. Yeah, I like it. What else do we got? What if he won't get off his phone during the date?
We're gonna wave. The red
Wave
flag.
our red flag.
I mean, I would.
Bad
I just hit
news.
the mic.
I did
I'm
too.
so sorry.
Okay.
We are bad about the mics, you guys. Like,
Okay, so what's your deal on
I
that?
would
That's a
might.
turn
I'm
off.
not usually like a confrontational person, but like that might be enough for me to be like, "Hey, buddy, is it what going on the phone more important or more
Oh,
interesting
I
than?"
like it.
And I think if it kept happening, like if that didn't work,
Yeah.
I'd get up and leave on that.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
yeah.
for
That's
sure.
that's one where I'd be like, okay, well,
Yeah. I'm totally like, when you get there, you put your phone away.
Yes.
I mean, I might have my Apple Watch that if it goes off, you just take a quick peek.
Right.
It's better than your phone, but I'm not going to sit there on
Right.
my phone unless I'm really like not into the date.
I agree.
At all. Okay, we got that one. What if he's rude to the wait staff or doesn't leave a tip?
These are good.
This happened to me.
No.
I'm trying to think. Yes. I went on a date with this guy and we went to this bar and he was ordering up drinks. He ordered like chicken wings, which I love. He ordered up all this stuff and the bill came and he left like a $5 tip. It was like $100 bill and he left like a $5 tip. That was embarrassing.
And I think you can tell a lot about a person of how they treat the wait staff.
Absolutely.
Like, you have to be respectful for it. They're doing their job. They're most of the time trying their hardest, and you can be respectful to those people.
Yes.
It's a way, like, even if
I would
something's
leave
wrong
the
with the
tip.
meal, you can just politely let them know. You don't have to be rude, and you should always tip.
Yes, that would be a total turn off.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Next, if he has super strong political opinions that are opposite of mine. Well, that happens a lot for me.
Yeah, I feel like I want somebody that's open-minded. Like, we can disagree on things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think if someone's like really far-leaning one way and the other one's that could be a little complicated, but I'm an open-minded person. Like, I will see your side. So I would hope they would feel the same way about me. Like, if
I've also noticed on a lot of the dating sites that in their profile, sometimes they'll have, like Trump supporter, swipe left, or, something like that. They'll put it right in there. So then you just
and I might agree but I feel like if someone feels so strongly that could be an issue.
Yeah. I just I don't talk politics.
I don't either.
Or religion.
Taxes or what do they say? Don't talk about
politics and religion.
And sex and taxes and
there's
a saying. Andrea will talk about sex.
Leave it at that. Next, what if he spends the whole date talking about his ex?
That's a great one because Andrea's waving the red flag. I'm going to join.
Red flag. I think that is.
Warning, bullshit alert.
Yes.
She is not taking
cool.
that. Do not mention. Not that you are like jealous or like. That should not be like the hot topic.
I think it's tacky.
It is.
I think it's fine if you ask questions. Like if you're like, how long ago were you in a relationship?
When it's appropriate.
Yes. When you're getting to know each other, but just to be like talking about her.
So what's your move though if they do that? They keep bringing up the ex.
I don't even know. Shockingly, I don't have an answer
like,
for that.
I don't
even know. I would just
happened.
derail from that. I would be like, so is this where we're going all night? I mean, do you want me to get her?
Probably wouldn't lead to a second date. You want me to call her up?
Should we call her? I mean, you obviously want to get back with her. You miss her.
You're like, I can fix this for you if you want me to, buddy.
I'm a matchmaker. Okay, what if he doesn't want to use protection? Ooh.
Oh, it's good. Like, I feel like they never do, but never want.
But you have to ask for sure. You want to be safe.
I asked you this the other day. Like, do you ask? What do you do?
You ask.
When?
Before it goes in.
Like, is it something you talk about before? Or
no, what? Like you're at dinner and you're just going to, he's on his phone and you're like,
he's on his phone talking about his ex.
Do you have a condom? No, I mean, right before, you kind of gotta, I don't know, I've had some in the drawer. I mean,
you're prepared.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be prepared if he's not going to be. Mm-hmm. But I did read something online once where this girl was like asking about that particular thing. And she said something like, what if he, she said that, the guy she was with, that he said he would put it on, but then he made her feel very like guilty about it. Like, I haven't been with anybody, or I haven't had to do this, or wow, the feeling's not as good, or any of that. And she said he tried to get it off. That to me is a bit of a red flag because you're not the first person he's doing that with.
Right. And then you really need that.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
So, those were really good what ifs. I love it. Those were great.
I love this game. Let's play again.
We need some good ones. Well, that is our episode for this week. We've filled you in on our bad dates, and we just want to thank you guys for watching us as always.
Be sure to tune in next week. Right?
I know. Every Friday, don't forget. And listening, please go and watch us and review us and subscribe to us.
We love reading your comments.
We do. And we love if you want to email us. Our new email is info@FromMrsToMs.net. And so we would love to kind of hear about your bad date stories. Give us some ideas of things you want to hear us talk about. You know, just let us know if you're liking what we're doing.
Because we're liking what we're doing.
We're liking what we're doing. We're having a lot of fun here and just kind of talking to you guys. And so, yeah, don't forget to follow us, rate us, and review us from Mrs. to Ms. wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe to Past Your Bedtime on YouTube for full episodes. We'll see you next week. Bye.